Hey. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday and it's shortly after 8 o'clock, and we're coming to you live. Let me tell you something. The reason why we are a few minutes late coming online is because your boy, me, tried to be Mr. Technician and it just didn't work. All right. So I should stay in my lane and let Dante handle the technology. But we are here and I'm glad that you are here. Put in the chat where you are watching from. And I want you to go call mama and them, auntie, niecey, everybody in the family. Tell them tune in to the Real Money Coach Show. Tonight is financial literacy month. This is the last day of the month. We're going to be talking financial literacy. We're going to be talking about all sorts of things. We're going to find out about my co-host Michelle's super vacation in Mexico. We're going to find out. We're going to have a special guest with us tonight. Her name is Dawn Cottrell, and she and her grandson have written a coloring book called I Budget. It's available on Amazon. And actually, my daughter and I use that particular coloring book to do a lesson plan at a summer program called Level Up at the Mount Carmel Baptist Church here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And speaking of Mount Carmel and Charlotte, welcome Kimberly McGuinn for tuning in with us tonight and watching the show. So we're excited about that. And then we're going to cap the show tonight with my godson, whose video, and I believe, and he'll correct me, or his mom will correct me, Michelle, when he comes on, that it was voted the #1 R&B video in the state of Michigan. It won the reward for the best R&B video in the whole state of Michigan. And so he's going to come, he's going to talk to us about being a young entrepreneur, the importance of financial literacy, and introduce his video to all of us. And so I want to thank you all that tuned in last night for our financial literacy class, Mastering the Balancing Act. And I wanted to do that because, again, we know that people balancing, all sorts of different things that's going on in their life. And so we just want to just do our part to spread financial wellness to the masses when it comes to those types of things. And so again, I'm glad that you're here and that you're joining us. And remember that this is also available on YouTube and that type of thing. And so that I don't keep babbling along, I'm going to bring on my co-host. Let's see, we got Darlene Lindsay from Clayton, North Carolina. Thank you for being here. I'm going to bring on my co-host. Those of you who know her and those of you don't, let me introduce Michelle Mitchell from Mitchell Consulting. Michelle, how you doing?
I'm good, Tony. How are you?
You look like you all rested, like you've been on vacation.
Do I look rested?
Yeah. Oh, talk to me. How was your vacation?
It was wonderful. It's always wonderful to get away.
It is.
Yes.
Michelle, I was on vacation too last week. We both
I
gone
know.
at the same time, right?
I know we were, but
And
we weren't in the same location.
I know. How did that happen, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna fix that next time so that
Right.
the Mitchells and the Tony and the Mitchells and the Jacksons can do
Yes.
vacation together.
That's
Michelle,
right.
okay, so this was my plan when I left. I knew I had two, 3 business meetings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but that's not a big deal. Hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
each day.
Yeah.
And so, and then Lisa, she's got finals and she's studying.
Yeah.
So she had said, I'll just have to be doing schoolwork, preparing for my exams and stuff. And I said, okay, cool. When she's doing that, I'll just get on my iPad and, just play around, do whatever, maybe check my email, maybe, or something, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So we get to Punta Cana and she turns her computer on. And guess what happens?
I
It don't come on. It don't come on. It don't come on, Michelle. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And we was like, well, maybe, we're different time zone. Let's reboot it. All these type of things. So none of that happens. So this is what happens. So then she's got to use my iPad to do all her schoolwork. So guess what it forced me to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Good for you.
Nothing. And
Good for you.
I just chilled out. I mean, I planned on doing chilled anyway, but I just chilled out and said, okay, we just go with the flow. So it was a wonderful few days in Punta Cana. So tell us a little bit about where you were.
We were in Riviera Maya, Mexico, and we were at the Vedanda Grand Lux Resort, and it was fabulous. Like, yes, auntie, yes. We had fabulous attendance. All of our needs were met. We got to relax. We chilled at the pool. We chilled at the beach. We met some couples, like we had some activities. So it was wonderful, a wonderful refresh. I turned off all my emails, Slack, all my notifications were off. So your man had my undivided attention.
That's all right. That's all right. Now, did he do any golfing while he was down there, or
he tried to golf? He did. We took the clubs.
Okay.
We took the clubs. He took them to the golf course, and he was like, "It's too hot. I just can't." He didn't even make 18 holes.
Really? A couple of people took golf clubs, to Punta Cana, and it was like $600 a round. And they're like, no, that's all right. I'm not gonna golf. So yeah. So
well, he got a good deal, like at our resort, because it was a PGA course. It's a PGA course. So he got a good deal, but he just wasn't. It was just hot. We came from Michigan. It was cold when we left.
Really? Yeah. Well, I was looking at my golf clubs the other day, sitting in the garage, and I resolved to the fact that I'm probably not going to play until Tony comes.
Man, your neighbors play. Your neighbors across the street play.
I don't know where they've been.
You haven't seen
them? No. But I got to resolve the fact that I probably won't play until my boy comes into town, and then I'll get out there. Yeah. Or maybe even my godson or something,
Well, he's going to make you play, so.
I know he's going to make me play, so that's all right.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, Financial Literacy Month, that's a very important topic to what you do and what I do and all that good stuff. So, any special thoughts about it?
Excuse me. I just know financial literacy is foundational in our lives because money makes the world go around, period. Right. The flow of currency makes the world go around. And if you don't have literacy about that fact, you can't position yourself or make moves in your life that will impact the next generation. That's what I know about financial literacy.
Well, and the thing about it is financial literacy. I mean, how much of your life do you spend dealing with things that are financial related, right?
Exactly.
Everything is financially related. I mean, and so we spend so little time in school talking about it and that type of thing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to get a little something, a little cough. We're going to show a couple commercials, and then I want to come back and I want to share with our listening audience tonight the little feature Spectrum did. So let's take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
Right, Dante?
Do you have passion for your business but feel like your finances are falling short? Running a business takes more than a great idea. It takes a solid financial plan. Mitchell Consulting can help you turn your passion into profit with their financial advisory services. Get the financial guidance your business needs. Contact Mitchell Consulting to learn more about their passion to profit capabilities.
Imagine a life where financial wellness isn't just a dream, but your reality. Welcome to a journey where increasing, protecting, and dominating your money becomes the new normal. With the Real Money Coach, embark on a path towards legacy wealth. Your financial future is not just a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. It all begins with your free financial wellness checkup. Join us at the Real Money Coach and discover the steps to secure a legacy of wealth for your family. The keys to true financial freedom are within your grasp. Let's build that future, starting now.
All right. So, Michelle, how do people reach you that happen to be listening and not viewing?
At mitchellconsultingservice.com.
Awesome. Make sure that you connect with Mitchell Consulting Services and get your money right for your business. Absolutely. And so, of course, you guys can find me all things at the Real Money Coach, social media, website, that type of thing. So, Michelle, I was so honored and just elated with the story that Spectrum News did. And so I'm not going to really say much about it. We're just going to show it and then entertain any thoughts that you might have.
Okay.
Continues to be a sensitive issue for many families. A new report from Wells Fargo found 82% of Americans consider money to be a private topic, and nearly 2/3 of respondents say they're reluctant to talk about money. As part of Financial Literacy Month, some money experts are encouraging conversations about financial habits. Our Spectrum News One reporter Jennifer Roberts spoke with a money coach who's helping people make smarter decisions.
But you know, look, he's doing rock, paper, scissors.
Family means everything to Tony Jackson.
Okay.
Jackson is a certified financial education instructor. He cherishes moments with his wife, children, and grandkids.
You always get my old electronics.
Right now, Jackson is celebrating his grandson, Cameron, for not spending money saved up.
You've done a good job of saving.
Jackson and his wife worked hard to build a successful life. He's proud to see his kids doing the same.
I have four children, and 3 of them are homeowners in their 20s, so they listen. When my parents talked about money, they always sent us out of the room. And I think it's good to have those conversations with them in the room.
Now Jackson's grandkids see him coaching others on how to become financially free.
After my family, my commitment to financial education in our community, that's number 2 for me.
In his role as the Real Money Coach, Jackson shares practical ways for people to reach financial success through a live weekly YouTube show.
I don't have to know everything about money, as long as you do.
Jackson was inspired by his parents to serve others in his community.
My dad's flag, from when he passed, my dad was a World War II vet.
Growing up, Jackson says his parents worked hard to provide for them. He never went without food or other life essentials.
So they were very good at surviving and providing a good living, but there wasn't the extra. There wasn't the inheritance. It wasn't these type of things that we really try to coach people to do.
Jackson says the reality of this issue came to light after his mother's passing.
My mom had 6 life insurance policies, and we found out none of them were going to pay. They thought that they had it all taken care of. I realized that if they didn't know, how many more families out there was like that? Fast forward 15 years later, my dad passes. His benefit as a retiree had been reduced, that it wasn't enough to cover his funeral. And it's like, we got to do something about this.
Jackson is now doing all he can to help others create a life of financial freedom that will last for generations.
So you have to create this environment that your children are in a better place than you are. And then therefore your grandchildren can be in a better place than your children. And that's ultimately what our goal is when we talk about generational wealth.
Paving the way for a more prosperous future. Spectrum News One also spoke with Jackson about a new survey from the Pew Research Center. It found nearly 64% of Black adults rate their personal financial situation negatively. It also found 28% of Black adults say they couldn't cover 3 months of expenses if they lost their main source of income. Jackson says he's not surprised about the results.
So often what has happened is that we have not had the financial education, the financial resources in our communities that other communities have had. And I think the key to breaking these type of statistics to eliminating these type of things is education.
You can find more information about Jackson's podcast and services over on our website, SpectrumLocalNews.com.
So, Michelle, what do you think? What do you think
That
about
was
this?
really good.
I
Like,
thought the reporter did.
yes,
I got that ovation on this show before. My goodness, what in the world?
yes, that was really good, Tony.
You know, I was so proud of what the reporter did and that type of thing, and just, you know, how important. Sometimes we don't know how important the work that we do is, and
Yeah.
how it's really a ministry in many ways.
Mhm.
And I often say I'm just blessed enough to do something I love to do and be able to make a great living doing it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was pretty excited. Got a lot of different people contact me throughout, just, you know, just people that were encouraged, and people,
Yeah.
and even a lot of people that are in the business, like, you know, thank you for doing what you're doing and that type of thing.
Mhm.
It's pretty
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
It's awesome because of the experience you had in your family, it
Mhm.
has allowed you to create a platform that invites others in a very pragmatic way so that they can learn, you know. And we are, I mean, I think both of us, like, we do a good job of educating people from our own personal experiences, right? Just so we can make the next generation better. And I would have to say, knowing you and our families together, both sets of families, the next generations will be better.
Oh, they already are.
They already are.
Absolutely, absolutely. When I look at
Your kids are homeowners, and my son is a homeowner
homeowner,
too.
I was thinking about that too. Is that, you know, I throw my godson up in there too, right? Because he's a homeowner.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm so proud of both of our Tonys,
Yeah.
married and, you know, have their homes and those type
Mhm.
of things. And so, and then, you know, I want to just give a shout out tonight. Let me give a shout out tonight to Adrian Jackson, baby girl, right? Baby girl will be graduating on Thursday. Her hooding ceremony for getting her
Yay.
master's degree. And then the graduation ceremony is on Friday. Now, y'all saw Adrian in the video, a
Mhm.
single mom, 2 small kids, 2 boys, and them boys are and they're active, right? I mean, it's not like Cameron's not sitting around playing video games while his mother's studying in baseball and football and basketball, and then Carter is, you know, 2. And, you know, just the perseverance of what it takes to get a master's degree with all that going on. So I just want to give a shout out to Adri tonight. Just so proud of her and what she's done. And speaking of Adri, and speaking of teaching the next generation, I got another little short clip I want to show.
Okay.
This is the iBudget.
Our expenses is $65.
So that was from a summer program here in Charlotte, Mount Carmel Baptist Church called Level Up. And actually, we are if you want to contribute to that program, you can go to Mount Carmel Baptist Church here to the website here in Charlotte. But they asked us to come in. They asked me to come in and deliver a 3-day curriculum on for financial literacy for the kids. And I'm like, okay, I knew the right book. I had the right book already because I used it once when I did a financial tour for some day camps in Mississippi. But I'm like, I need an expert that can deliver the curriculum, right?
Right.
So I brought in Adrian, who's was the kindergarten teacher of the year one year, and she delivered that thing so well, and those kids really got it. And and it's like, man, this financial literacy thing is a family matter.
Yes.
And so I would like to, and hopefully that she's there and can come on camera, is to bring the author of this particular book that we use. It's called iBudget. It is available on Amazon. And so I took that book, I wrote the curriculum, and then Adrian delivered it. I was her assistant. And so if Dr. Dawn Cottrell, if she's available to come on stage, that will be there. She is. Hi, I think you're muted, but we got you. So Dawn is a wonderful client of mine. And one day we were talking and she told me about this book, iBudget. And I immediately got a copy of it. And I was like, this is great. And the amazing thing is that it was written by her grandson.
Oh.
So Dawn, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Nice to meet you, Ms.
You too.
So did you get a chance to see the little video clip there?
I watched it all. Yeah.
So what do you think of seeing that book being put into action as a curriculum?
I am so proud. And I know my grandson would just be smiling from ear to ear. The iBudget came about. We was just laying on the floor and he said, Nana, he said, I'm gonna be a trillionaire. And I was like, what do you know about being a trillionaire? And I said, well, what does a trillionaire mean to you? And he said, more money. And at the time he was 8, right? And so this came about when he had to do career day, college, like a mini college career day at school. And so when he came up with his project, the principal, the teacher, they was all like in awe because they couldn't believe an 8-year-old had the mindset of, finances of, he wants to be his own boss. And so his classmates was asking questions and it was just rolling off of his tongue. Like,
wow,
he's here before. He already knew what to do, like know what to say. So once he told me what he wanted to do, all I did was put it together. It was all him. I was just the nana behind the book to make sure that it came together. And so I am very proud, Tony, that your students, the kids back in Mississippi are using it. And I just hope that other schools pick up on it and do it as well.
Well, I think it hits so many different things. It talks about savings and expenses and what is income. And for accountants like Michelle and I, we're like, oh yeah, you got to know your income, your expenses, your savings, and all those types of things. So your grandson, I think it's Cameron. I think his name is
Carmelo.
Carmelo. Okay.
Yeah.
So Carmelo was 8 when he wrote the book.
Yes, he just turned 12 on Monday.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes. And so he couldn't be here tonight. He's still celebrating, so they're still traveling. So that's the reason why he couldn't be on camera today. And I called him, I was like, it's okay if you're traveling. I say, well, you guys can pull over and just talk. He was like, Nana, I'm still enjoying my birthday. So and I told him that I will, I'll talk, I'll speak, but hopefully, he get another invitation to come on.
Absolutely. And we'll have to make sure that we get this YouTube link to him So
Yes.
watch it and see how his work and how it can affect generations, right?
Yes.
And I think that's one of the wonderful things, Michelle, for me, is that sometimes the work that we put out in the atmosphere, the things that you do, I do, certainly that Carmelo did, may have never thought that it would actually be used in that type of fashion.
Right.
And like I said, this was the second time when you saw the clip of Adri teaching from the book was the second time that I used it. And I'm going to be honest with you. The way she did it was much better than the way I did it the first time when we were in Mississippi. But then as we did, the first time I did it, we toured Mississippi, Marlon and I, and we used that book. And I just have always been like really high on the book ever since I had gotten it. And I love the title, iBudget, right? Because we think of iPhone, iPad, iBudget. So that's pretty awesome. And then so we just wrote a curriculum, and then like I said, Adri used it. We had the kids write down on the sticky note. She saw what is the expense, and so we had each kid write it on the yellow sticky note, and then they could come and put their sticky note up on the sheet of what is expense, what is income, and that type of thing.
You know, Tony, we could do that for some adults. I'm just saying. They get it twisted.
Right.
They do.
Yeah. Because sometimes we do have to keep it simple, right? Because sometimes we make things too complicated, and it's really quite simple.
It is quite simple.
A budget is just a financial plan of the money you're going to get, what you're going to spend, and what you're going to save.
Yes.
Tell your money what to do for you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Tell it what to do.
That's right.
So what's your grandson's kind of his aspirations career-wise? I know you mentioned him wanting to be an entrepreneur.
Yes. And so he also made the statement that he wants to make money while he sleeps. And so when he created the coloring book, it started making money while he sleeps. It's still making money while he's sleeping. Wow. So he don't want to exhaust a whole lot of energy making money, but at the same time, he want to also make sure that his friends, I'm going to use the air quote, his friends are aware of money because they don't really understand it. And when he speaks, it's kind of like they don't understand where he's getting the information. Sometimes it shocks me that he is aware of things that he's saying, right? And I'm like, well, who taught you that? And he said, well, I taught myself. And I said, well, how did you teach yourself? And he always say, well, my friend. And so when he's telling me his friend, I said, oh, the Lord is using him now, So I just know that he's a very smart guy. My son is very smart, which that's my son's son. So he can do math in his sleep. He can do math with his eyes closed. He's very good in math. And so just on spring break, he also explained to me that he has a 3.899. He used the whole decimal point. And he said, well, I'm striving for a 4.0. I say, don't strive because it can be done. And you will do it before the end of the year. So I know he talked about doing a series of books. So with that said, I don't know what it is because he said he wants to surprise me. So I know I need to put my thinking hat on to see, once he give it to me, how I'm going to put it together. So he always say, well, I do all the thinking. My nana just put it together.
Well, that's pretty good. That's good.
Awesome.
And he is making money because I know I done bought a couple hundred of them books for the 4-5 programs that we've done.
Yes.
So, but Don, I noticed you have a very distinguished military career and career in government. So tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I am retired from the United States Army. I was in the Army for 22 years. I'm really originally from Louisiana, a small town called Covington. I'm like 25 miles north of New Orleans. Everybody in my family is in the medical field with the exception of two of us. One of my sisters, she's a biologist, chemist / psychology. She have a whole lot of hats, but as far as me, my background is human resource. I have a master's in organizational management, I'm going to school for legal studies. I'll be graduating here soon. So I'm excited about that. I work for the federal government. I am a cybersecurity analyst. I've been in the government now for 14 years.
All right.
And I'm eligible to retire, so I'm looking forward to this second retirement.
I felt a little something there. I'm eligible to retire. You know, that's a good thing to be able to say, even if you're not planning it right away. Just
Yes.
yeah.
I'm in that window of retiring, but I have the years, but not the age, so I need to hang around just a little bit longer. I am receiving my honorary doctorate. Matter of fact, in 2 weeks. I'm being recognized for my service to this great country of ours. So I'm excited about that as well. And
who are you getting your honorary doctorate from?
It's with Global International Alliance out of Atlanta.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm being recognized by that organization, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. You know,
and I think, Dawn, I think we were originally introduced by Jennifer Jones, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
And so I have started 6 businesses. One of them is the financial literacy on the Dawn to Dust. I have a construction company, Deneen Construction, a restaurant, Dax Daiquiri, staffing company, Level Up Consulting. My foundation is D2D Foundation, and I have the enterprise, which is Dawn D.W. Cottrell Enterprises. Did I miss one?
You're a serial entrepreneur.
Wow.
We want to we kind of like, okay, where did Carmelo get this from?
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
There it is.
Yeah.
And this is an example of generational wealth.
Yes.
Right. This is generational wealth. You know, and you know, between you and you mentioned your son and your grandson, and I thought about Adri, you know, you got me, Adri, and then Cameron, you know, of course, was in the Spectrum story, and then he was also, you know, in the class. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming to join us.
For having me.
We gotta have you come back and just talk about you one of these days. I mean, with all that you just laid out, I didn't even know all of that, right? So that's pretty awesome. And congratulations on the degree. Congratulations on the honorary doctorate and all the things that you're doing. And please tell your grandson thank you and continue to be awesome and amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting him on his small business. As a young entrepreneur, you know, we thank you. And I pray that you continue to do good work in the community with the young kids. And Miss Michelle, I thank you too.
You're welcome.
Right. So remember, you guys can get iBudget for your children. Just go to Amazon and search for iBudget by Dawn Cottrell or Carmelo.
Reyes. Carmelo Reyes.
All right. So it's right there. You can find it right there on YouTube. And if you get a chance, Dante, if you drop that in the comments so people can know how to get the book, and we'll be very happy. So thank you so much. You can hang around with us in the green room.
Yeah.
We got another generational thing coming up. I want to introduce everyone to my godson. He's been on the show before. This is Michelle's son and my godson, and it's Tony Mitchell. Tony Mitchell the second. Let me just say Tony Mitchell the second. Hey,
what's up?
What's going on, godson?
Good. How you guys doing?
Oh man, we're having a great time tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
So, man, we're so proud of you. I know your mom's proud of you. She sent me a text about your video, and I was like, oh, I got to see the video. And you doing your thing. So just talk to us just real briefly, man, about what it's like. Because Tony, you're what, 28?
I'll be 30. I'll be 30 in July.
Okay.
Kind of crazy.
July 12th?
No,
July 29th.
July 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So, you didn't want to tell this age, Michelle? almost got a 30-year-old.
Yep.
Right.
Almost got a 30-year-old.
So
Right.
are you considered, is that millennial, right? Millennial, or are you the Gen Z?
I'm the last year between it when it switches to Gen Z. So I'm right in between millennial and Gen Zer. So
entrepreneur,
Mhm.
right? Entrepreneur. Tell us what it's like, being an entrepreneur at your age and how that's going. And then the other thing I would love you to talk about is the importance of financial literacy and maybe growing up in the house with an accountant. What was that like?
Yeah. I'll answer the first one. So like right now at almost 30, I've owned my business for 4 years, almost 5 years now. And everything is going amazingly well. It is shockingly well right now, which is it's a gift, and I feel very blessed every day. Like yesterday, I finished post sound for a documentary, and today I'm finishing post sound for a short film that I've been working on for about 2 months now, and they're finally coming to conclusions. The music video, we got the award for our music video we did last month. I think the biggest thing that I'm learning in this process is just to believe in myself and to just like keep moving. I think because I'm a nerd and because I really care about music and because I love movies and stuff. Oh, there's the video right there.
We're gonna play that in its entirely in a minute. So
but because I've kind of had my head down and just have been doing the work, I never really thought about the process as deeply. I did, but I didn't realize like what I was actually doing until some of the things that, like this video coming out and all the other things that have been happening in my life, that I was setting myself up for the gift of creation at a high level. And I think a big, weaving it back into financial literacy is like my understanding with business and finances has really pushed me and elevated me to a platform that I can make high quality art. And, right now I'm not making a huge profit on it, but for the most part, I'm profitable, especially in the on Texture House's side of things and the client work that we do. And all of that feeds into me being able to make art like this music video and work with teams of really talented creatives in Southwest Michigan and even broader. So
Texture House, tell us exactly what you do. I mean, tell us, like, if someone says, what's your client? What does your client look like? What do you do for your clients?
Yeah, so we are an audio and video production company, and we work with a pretty wide range of people. But for the most part, we do video production. So making music videos, making short films, making commercials, making talking head corporate videos. We do a wide range, like super wide range. But I think that, and we do audio production. So we do music production, we do sound design, Foley, post-production mixing, audio cleanup. We do, the list can go forever. But we do a wide range of things. And I think that's really the benefit of my company. And like the success is because we have so many buckets, like we're never lacking. There's always something to be done. There's always a different client that we're working with. And right now and something I'm realizing as we're in it, like we just have eras. Like right now our era is post-production sound for documentaries and films, and in a month we have, we're doing these company stories with a few clients, my mom being one of them, which are a untraditional way of doing a kind of a company commercial. It's not a commercial, but it's a mini documentary snapshot of like what companies are about and why they do the work they do.
And you're seeing more and more of that, like a kind of a storyboard, and
yeah, and I think maybe this is something my generation or just like where the times are going is like me and a lot of my friends, and I think everyone else is like, we're tired of this glossy commercialized picture that is fake. We want to see real people doing real things and putting their hearts out there, because we're all, me included and you guys included, like we're all living our dreams, and we want to show people and we want to impact and serve people, and that is the way that we do it. And I think that's where, you know, my music video comes in, where that's where all the stuff that Texture House does is like, what we're creating is we're giving heart to people's vision and people's passions. So
making it visual.
Making it visual, making it audible, like it's all of the above,
Right.
you know. And like I could even see like 10 years from now, like we're on a different, we're hitting a different side of the entertainment industry, you know, like we're in a bunch of different markets. So
yeah, evolving.
Absolutely. We're always evolving, always.
Yeah. And so if someone wanted to get in contact with you, how would they do that?
You can go to our website, texturehouse.us, and check out all the stuff that we do. A lot of the stuff that's on there right now is currently from like last year, but we got a bunch that we're working on right now. Still great stuff. Go to our website. We have a contact form, fill that out, and then I'll reach out and schedule a meeting with you.
So texturehouse.us. Make sure you hit that up and put that. Let's get that in the chat. Texturehouse.us. And so, Tony, as we close down the show, anything you want to say as we introduce and play your video audibly and the whole thing?
I guess I'll give a little context, not really about the video, but like the process of making it. So we got a loan through, or not a loan, but a grant through the Kalamazoo Arts Council to make an album with my band Basic Comfort and make a music video. And yeah, there we go. Texture House. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, so we got a grant to make this music video, and
I think it's Texture House, not Text Your House. it might have done autocorrect.
Yeah. Text Your House. Yeah, no, Text Your House. Like we have like textures. But yeah, so we got a grant through the Arts Council, and through all the video production work that I've been doing over the past 4 years, I just met a lot of people in the industry, and I got a bunch of my close friends in the industry to get together, and I was directing a crew of 20 people. We had a director of photography, we had 2 actors, we had musicians, we had dancers, we had well, if we include extras, I think it got to about 50 people on the big dance floor. So it was a lot, and that was the biggest production I've done to date. And there's many more that are in the works right now for the future. It was a 3-day production, and I think by the end of it, I found out like what my passion was and like what my purpose was. So yeah.
Awesome. And tell us about the music.
Tell us about the music. Yeah, so the music is written by my band Basic Comfort. You can put that in the chat too. Check us out. We actually also like in January, our album hit 300,000 streams, which is kind of crazy. And it's still getting numbers, it feels really good. But yeah, we wrote the music all ourselves. It's R&B, soul meets alternative rock music. So, you know, it's hip. It's the hip music of the times, as they say.
Listen, speaking of streams, Michelle, while I was gone in Punta Cana, I came back and we're over 1,000 subscribers.
Ooh, I saw that. Yeah,
yeah. So I when I got on yesterday, I was like, oh, we're over 1,000.
Yes, finally.
So if you're watching tonight and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the Real Money Coach YouTube page.
Yes.
So listen, we are going. The name of the song, Tony, is
All About You.
All About You. So we're going to close out our show with the video, All About You. I want to thank Dr. Dawn Cottrell for being with us. I want to thank Tony Mitchell II, my godson. Thank you, Adrian. Again, proud of you, Cameron, Elisa, Carter, everybody that was on the screen tonight, whether you were a video or whether you are actually with us live. I thank you. I thank you all for watching and being a part of the show tonight. And thank you, Lisa, for being here, and Janice Leak and Darlene and Kimberly and all the others that are watching that may even watch this replay. So with that, Michelle, thank you. I'm glad you had a great vacation. I did too. And keep up the good work, Godson. And we're going to close it out, Dante, with just showing the video. And then we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Thank you.
Everybody. Alice Martin said, I'm here. Thank you, Alice, for being here.
Twisting and turning like vines around each other's wings, grow up towards the sun in conversation, becoming one. I want to see the world as you see it through. Digging our roots deeper, entangling underground, searching for the truth, who we were meant to be. I want to see the world as you see it through.
I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. I can see it in your eyes that you're going for it. I got no doubt in my mind you're the one for me. Just give me the word and I'll be there. Just give me the word and I'll be I'm all about you. 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 I'm all about you.